never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the hill. We just step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can patient. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail, cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? Deep.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Seahawks.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line.
Complete to number 8.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Dante Hightower.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Let's go, team. Big series.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. To throw, Mayfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
At their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Devon Kennard able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
2nd down.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down, here's Haskins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Haskins.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
Jason Myers on for the field goal.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down at the
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Mayfield on first down. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Justin Houston able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mayfield looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
By the Seahawks.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
From the 29, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Haskins. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks 6. Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action with Haskins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
It's 2nd and inches.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A quick throw out wide. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Correct, 54's mark.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down.
Seahawks.
A first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, Haskins gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the Cardinals' 28-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. Short throw to Dissly. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the
Now
play.
what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Seattle touchdown.
To number 88.
From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost him 5 yards.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
Score Seahawks 13. Cardinals 7. Michael Dixon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Throwing, Mayfield. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield down. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 7.
Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Cardinals.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
45-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Cardinals 14. Seahawks 13. Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick six. Short throw to Disley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
To throw again on second down. Haskins caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
17 yards.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run again with Hunt. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete.
Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. Hey, let's get in that hole.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
21. Cardinals 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
The 39-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Mayfield to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Back to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
2nd and 9 on the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Now, Green, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.